Hello, Deltona. Please join us in viewing this month's edition of the City Manager's Report. In the report, we will be highlighting our meter changeout program that's currently in progress and various other things throughout the city. Thank you and have a great day.
Hi, my name is William Gerald, the Customer Service and Billing Manager for Deltona Water, and today I'm here to talk to you about staffing concerns. While at times it may seem like we don't have any staff available to assist you when you call on Deltona Water, I want to reassure you that we do have staff on hand to assist your every need. On certain days, it can take a while for you to get in contact with the staff member, such as disconnect days, but just be patient and someone will assist you as soon as they're available. In addition, on holidays and weekends, if you do have a concern or an emergency, you need to speak with a staff member or have a technician come out to your home, please call the after hours number and someone will get in contact with you as soon as possible. You will have to press 1 to get to a dispatcher, and based on your needs and concerns, they'll get you to the appropriate staff member at that time.
Good morning, guys. My name is Sonia Clay Harvey, your Adopt a Street Program Coordinator and Stormwater Coordinator for the City of Deltona. I challenge all of my adoptees and Deltona residents to help continue keeping Deltona beautiful.
Hi, my name is Michael Estridge. I'm the Project Manager for Vanguard Utility Services, subcontractor for Deltona Water. We're here today to door tag people's houses to let them know that we're going to be out installing their water meters. And as you see us in the neighborhood, we're just giving you these friendly reminders to let you know we're here to just change out your water meter. We're never going to ask you for any information, credit cards, nothing. Now we're going to be turning the water off, which we already informed the customer of. So now the water is off. And we go in here, grab our wrench, and we loosen up these nuts here. Old meter out. And now we got the old meter out, I will take off the old gasket, discard that, make sure this is all clean. Meter goes in. Our cover, we go behind it. This is for our remote antenna. This gets screwed on the back. Before we turn it back on, I'm going to go over to the house. Open this up. Let me go back over to the meter.
And you're doing this why?
Letting all the air out of the line. You want to open up the house first before turning it on over here.
All right, so Mike, we just went over this install for this house. So if you come into this type scenario here where you cannot get to the main spigot because there's a fence around there, what is your protocol for?
Well, after we install the meter and we see the fence, we can't get to the spigot to get the air out of the lines. So I take a yellow door tag, I hang it on their front door, letting the customer know when they come home that they need to turn their tub on to let out any air that might have gotten in the lines that we couldn't get out because we couldn't gain access to the spigot.
Okay, and what if the entire yard is fenced off?
So I'll roll it up and I'll leave it on the fence so when the customer comes home they see it. We don't want to access the fence at all in case there's any dogs. We don't want any of our technicians getting bit or their animals escaping the fence and us having to deal with that.
Hello, Jim Parrish here, the Interim Deputy Utility Director for the City of Deltona. Well, it's springtime, and with springtime comes pollen, and with the pollen come bees. Today I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Tom Rutowski, who helps us when we have any sort of bee issue in any of our meter boxes. Our policy in Deltona is to not harm the bees at all. So Mr. Tom is going to explain to you what he does as he removes the bees for us.
Well, there's over 10,000 bees, I can tell you that. So what I'm going to do right now is just give them a little bit of smoke. That way we can get a better look. Yep, so we're going to give them a little bit of smoke. Let's open her up. Let me see. I'll go that way with it, because then you'll be able to see it better.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, there's their comb. They got a lot of it, don't they?
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yep. Okay. So they're very calm. A lot of brood. So there's a queen. So let's turn that thing like so.
Okay.
They look calm, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
They are. They really are calm. A lot of, see, that all broke off. That's what's down here. That's how heavy that was.
What are you doing right now?
So I'm smoking them. That kills the pheromone. So one of their pheromones is the attack pheromone. So we just want to smoke them up a little bit here to kill that scent. So I'm going to go get a little hive. It's called a 5-frame nook, meaning nucleus colony. And this is how they're sold by nucleus colony. So the colony will be like this, and there'll be frames in here. See these frames? So we're going to take them out. I think I'll leave one in. This is one already got drawn comb. You can see the comb they've already started on here on another hive. So we're going to put that in. The rest of all that comb is going to go in here along with all these bees. The thing is, you know, the best time to do this kind of stuff is first thing in the morning when most of your foragers are back in the hive. So that way we get most of them, because after we leave here, some are going to want to return. So there's a special spray we use to keep them from coming back to this spot. That's a honeycomb. Honey's always on the outside of a hive, like this guy here, and they got lots of pollen. Some of the girls here have got orange pollen on them, so they're pretty active. Yep, and this is also, well, this is a brood comb also. There's brood in here. I'll show you some of the larvae. There's the larvae in there. That pearly white, that's the larvae. That's her babies.
Okay.
And this is bee pollen. That's the pollen that they're bringing it in, and they would cap that, make that honey, so that way the nurse bees can suck off of here and feed the newborns. That's how that works, by the way. So we're going to drop these guys in, and then we're just going to start grabbing comb. Make sure there's no snakes in here, because rattlers and all that can coexist with bees. So we want to make sure we ain't got no snake in there. I don't care about black racers, things like that. Yeah, right, but that rattle. Okay, so she's a laying queen, boy. She can lay some eggs now, because that's what she's doing here. That's a lot of brood, and there's a lot of brood frames, so that's good. That means they're real healthy. These are called feral bees. I'm trying to look for the queen to see if she happens to be a marked queen, meaning that she came from a bee. These came from another beekeeper's hive. It's called absconding. And how they do that is the queen decides that we need to leave because we have mites, which is the #1 killer for honeybees. It's called the varroa mite. We call it the varroa destructor. And we have to use special chemicals and all to kill that mite. So that's what we deal with on a daily basis as a beekeeper. And she really a good layer. All that is all freshly capped brood.
And again, to emphasize to the residents, we don't We're not destroying them. We're just
No,
gonna relocate.
no, right. These will relocate back in the bee yard, and then they'll probably go. I'll donate them to another beekeeper.
Okay.
Usually, it's like a young, like a backyard beekeeper that's still learning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that way they don't have to buy them. Well, that's a good chunk of pollen right there. Look at that.
Is that the queen there, the orange one? Oh no.
No, that's pollen.
Ah.
I haven't seen her yet. You know, she'll have a big thorax. That's that black part right here behind her head. It'll be big and black and bulgy looking, and she'll have a long butt on her. That's how she's able to get down inside those cells and lay on the very bottom of the cell because her butt's long enough.
Huge.
Yeah, so if she dies, sometimes they call it's a drone laying worker. Like one of these workers will be a layer, and she'll lay, but remember she hasn't been bred by a drone.
Okay.
So that means that all her babies will be all drones, and then eventually the colony will die
Okay.
because you can't do it on drones alone.
Yeah.
Right?
All right.
Right. Here's a nice picture right here. Look. See that pollen on her? Look. She's packed, isn't she?
That's crazy.
Yep, and then she'll have another one help her deposit in whichever cell they choose, and then eventually it'll be honey.
Okay.
They'll bring in the nectar, and they mix all that together with their enzymes, with their tongue, and that's how that's done. And see, when you do these removals, you can only do one removal at a time.
Okay.
Because if I were to do another removal and place those bees in here, they'll kill each other
Oh.
because they're very territorial.
Okay.
Put it that way. So they don't like other bees coming in on their territory.
Not very near.
Yeah, so they don't, yeah. These are all the girls. These are all your workers here. The first 4 days of life on a bee is they don't sting and they can't fly. Well, what they do is they take care of the larvae. That's their job for 4 days. And then they move on to other duties in the hive, which could be an undertaker. Undertaker meaning they remove dead bees. You have guard bees. They guard the hive from intruders. When they do have an intruder, such as a yellow jacket or a wasp, what they'll do is they ball that wasp up into a ball about the size of your hand, a baseball, and they'll warm it till it gets to about 200 degrees in that ball, and that's it for that.
Ah.
Yeah, then they kill it.
Okay.
If the queen, after time, oh, look at this. Look at all the honey here. See the honey? They haven't capped it yet. These feral bees here are absolutely a blessing for me because they're not Africanized.
Okay.
They have none of that in them. Keep moving and get this stuff out of here. You can watch them. See them coming up? Watch them. They'll follow each other because she's in there. That's why.
And if you find that you've got any bees in any of your meter boxes, please call customer service at 386-575-6800. Thank you and have a wonderful day.